Everybody. All right, live today for this special training on how to grow a service-based business or an agency business. So, if you're watching, do me a favor and make sure that you comment below. Let me know you're here, and I'm also going to go through this presentation that we have today. But also, just so you know, this is a live Q&A. So I'll be answering any questions you have about growing your service-based business. So if you're watching, do me a favor, comment below, say hello. And also let me know, what questions do you have? Where do you feel stuck? What do you feel like you need help with? I'm going to be talking about how to figure out what type of services you want to offer, how to price your services. And then we're going to talk about getting premium clients. And then also, I want to talk to you about setting up your business structure. So whether you want to do the agency route, or if you want to be more of a consultant, how you can do that, what that looks like. And I'll be sharing, best practices. So, all right, I see a few people here. Hello, hello. Hey, we got one of my favorite members of our community from the Growth Society, which is, she calls herself AI Powered Social. So that's Catherine. Nice seeing you. Hello, hello. All right, we have some other people joining. One person is saying, I want to know how to find clients online as a consultant. All right, this is great. Keep the questions coming, everybody. Let me know what other questions you have. All right, cool. All right, so again, if you're watching, make sure that you comment below. All right, so let's get into some of the important points. So I want to just be kind of clear that today, this training is for those of you who are trying to offer social media management, digital marketing, web design. Maybe you want to start a virtual assistant agency or a virtual assistant business. If you are a B2B consultant, anybody who offers a done-for-you service, this training is for you, because growing a done-for-you service, whether it's, especially if you're doing B2B, right, your clients are going to be other businesses who need help. It's different. You have to structure your business a certain type of way. So, all right, we have some other people too. Hey, Nancy. Nancy is a freelance social media manager. Yes, so we'll be addressing that. So I'm happy that all of you are here, because this is all for you. So I just wanted to be clear that you can ask questions as we go along. All right, so any type of freelancer, in order for you to really grow and scale, you need to have two things. You need to price premium, and you need to have systems to manage the clients that you have, okay? And there's different ways to have systems, and it also depends on how you structure your business. But a lot of the work here, like if you're doing done-for-you services, it's very time-consuming work, but there's a huge demand. So lots of businesses need help with this. They need help with whether it's lead generation, systems, marketing, social media, web design, graphics, branding. They need help. And so there's a huge demand, and you can position yourself to be a premium service provider, and you can make a lot of money if you do this. So a little bit about me, just to reintroduce myself. Anybody just joining me, my name is Alma Bradford. I started my business many, many years ago, over 10 years ago, and I've tried a lot of different business models. I started out as a social media manager, and I grew a boutique agency, and then I started doing consulting and coaching and mentoring other people. And now I have more of a like hybrid agency and consulting business. I consult other businesses. I have multiple offers in my business. So this is really exciting, and I can't wait to share all of my knowledge that I've gained doing this. And I was able to leave my corporate job. I used to work in a corporate job setting. It was really stressful, very, very stressful, okay? And I made good money. I was a project manager, 6 figures salary, but it was really stressful. I just wanted to work for myself. I wanted to have my own schedule, be there for my family, and be able to make as much as I want. And but not only that, just be able to work on the projects I really enjoyed, and really working with clients I wanted to work with. So this is why I'm here, and I really want to share other people how, teach other people how to do this, because it's just so much you could do, okay, with this type of business. Anybody here trying to grow this as a side hustle while you're doing your 9 to 5? Let me know in the chat, because that's how I started. I actually really grew. I was able to grow to 6 figures working a full-time job and just doing my business part-time. My business hit $15,000. And then I got the notice that I was laid off, which really sucked. But I was happy because I had to grow my business anyway. So I want to share how you can do all that as well. All right, so let's talk about why there's a huge need right now for marketing support. Those of you who are interested in offering marketing, let me know in the chat what type of business do you have. I know that Nancy said she does freelance social media management. Let me know in the chat what type of services do you offer. Let us know, and let me also know what questions you have. All right. So Nancy mentioned I just got let go from a nonprofit that was toxic, and I want to grow my business. Yes, Nancy. This is what I'm saying. These places are toxic. You know, it's so like stressful, and your health is impacted. Like, why do you want? Nobody wants to live that level of life, right? You want to have a business that allows you to take care of your mental health, regulate your nervous system, and also be profitable and allow you to do work you enjoy that's meaningful. So I could completely relate to that. I was in the same situation. I left a very toxic environment. I'm so happy I'm not there. I'm very grateful to God for the opportunity that I was able to gain from that, because I took some of those skills and put it into my business as well. All right. So lots of businesses need help with a lot, both for-profit and nonprofit, all types of businesses, small businesses, corporations. They need help with a lot of different platforms. And once you understand why businesses hire freelancers, agencies, it's going to be easy for you to sell your services. So lots of businesses, especially a lot of local businesses, they need help with lead generation. So this could be like chiropractors, gym, dentist office, law firms, accountants, restaurants. And many of these businesses are overwhelmed. Small businesses, they don't have time to try to keep up with marketing and branding and lead generation and sales, or they don't have time to manage everything on the back end. Okay. Now, something else I want to say too is the rise of AI and automations. Many businesses need help with getting into, they want to get into AI, but they don't know how to implement it correctly. So if you want to offer AI workflows, AI automations, that's also another lucrative thing that you can start doing that. All right. So somebody mentioned, I want to be on a team and help people to start a business and build a brand. Not sure what to call it. You want to be on a team? Okay. So I would say maybe you want to think about starting an agency where you have other freelancers as part of your team, and then you all can go out and help people. And so we can talk about that today, how to build out a boutique business where you have like a mini agency. So, okay. So here's the deal. Like I said, businesses need help, and your role as a service provider, freelancer, agency owner is to help them generate leads or streamline the back end. And social media platforms are constantly changing, so there's a huge need. And if you want to grow your business to 5K, 8K a month, you just have to structure it the right way, and you need to know how to sell your services. So your business could be an asset that produces income for you and gives you more freedom to travel when you set it up the right way. Okay, so more money, more clients, more equals more money. So if you get multiple clients, you can grow to six figures. This could be where you have 10 clients at $1,000 per month, which is 10K, or 5 clients at 2K per month, which is 10K as well. So you can also, if you decide to, depending on how you decide to price, you could have 20 clients at 500, but that's a lot of work and it could be kind of stressful. So I think it's always better to have a premium offer, like $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month is better. So you have some premium income coming in, and you don't need to have a lot of clients for this type of thing to work. Okay. You don't need a lot of clients. All right. So you can even run your business. It's not just social media, but any type of like marketing business, you can run it while you have a full-time job. And like I was saying, I used to do this. I was working in corporate as a project manager, and I ran my business on the nights and weekends, and my marketing consulting grew to 10K a month while I was still in a 9-to-5 job. Okay. Now, how did I do that? How can you do it? Number one is the way that you do this is that I'm gonna just keep it on 100 with you. You want me to keep it 100? I believe if you're in a 9-to-5 job and you're building your business on the side, you should create a boutique agency. So you find clients and then you hire freelancers or virtual assistants who can do the implementation of it. So the virtual assistants can just, create content, schedule content, And this way, your job is going to be just sales and just project management. You're just going to manage the team of people instead of you doing all of it. Because when you're in a 9 to 5 job, you don't have all this time, right? That's my philosophy, and that's what I did when I grew my business. Anybody have questions about that? All right, let's talk about services to offer. So you can offer lots of services. Marketing is in high demand. There's creating, actually done for you services, social media, digital marketing. It's really the same thing nowadays. It's like the lines are like most people, when they talk about marketing, there's some social media involved. Now, marketing is not just social media because you can market on other platforms that you can just market online, and it's not just social media. There's a lot that goes into it. But let me talk about the most popular and most in demand. Number one is social media management. So that's creating content, posting content, writing captions, scheduling content, researching hashtags, and responding to comments. Anybody have questions about this? Let me know in the chat because I work really well when it's just like two-way communication. Please ask as many questions as possible. All right, so someone asked, how do I find clients online? So the way you do that is you build a brand. You can show up on Instagram. You can create YouTube content. You can be on LinkedIn, post content that speaks to the problems of your ideal client and make a call to action, okay? All right, Catherine, should you advertise one premium offer? Yes, I believe you should really focus on offering one premium solution because it's just easier to start there. You'll make more money faster. There's also, when it comes to social media, there's also web design, branding, there's copywriting, there is podcast management, Facebook ads, graphic design, web funnel building, CRM automation, content writing, community management. Community management, where you're managing online communities for your clients, that's also another way to grow. And then there's also Pinterest management, like I said before, there's also LinkedIn marketing and UGC marketing. All right, so the different ways to package your services. You can do monthly done for you services. This is where you're going to actually do the service for your clients. And that's the most popular way. But another way is to do VIP intensives. This is where you pretty much do everything within 1 to 2 days. So that could be like you build a website or build a funnel in 1 to 2 days, or you set up AI automations in 1 to 2 days. And then there's also consulting where you get paid to give advice or strategy for your clients. So you can also do training for them. All right. Let me know in the chat if you have questions. Please ask away. Any questions about this? Have any of you tried to do, most people do done for you services. Have any of you tried to do like a VIP day or consulting, or do you have questions about that? Okay. And short form video content. You take a video, we purpose it across multiple platforms. This is something that a lot of business owners need help with, is to repurpose their content across different type social media platforms. And then you can focus on a few services, core services for your business. Do I have to get any certificates or paperwork to start an online business? No, you don't. You do not have to do that. You can just start getting clients. As you start making money, if you're based in the US, then you have to check with your local state and your local city and figure that out. I can't speak for where every single state, but if you're in the US, typically there are some things you can make sure you meet the requirements for. As far as just like if you want to incorporate your business and set it up so you can save money on taxes, that is the main thing. But you could actually get started as a sole proprietor in the United States. You could be a sole proprietor. You just have to report it on your taxes. So that's that. But one thing I would say, you probably want to do a website. I would create a simple website. That's the first one. Anybody else have any other questions? Keep them coming, please. All right. Let's talk about pricing. Super important. I always use this revenue formula. Like I said, if you want to grow your business to do this full time, like full time is 10K a month, because if you live in the US or any city that's the cost of living is really just going up, you need, you want to aim for at least 5 to 10K a month. So it's about pricing premium. That's one thing I could say. And charging a flat fee for social media work. If you're doing like virtual assistant services, then you can charge hourly, but you want to sell hourly packages. Okay, so if anybody's watching here, let me know, besides Catherine, what other questions you have. So just so you know, I do have a membership here where I teach you how to do social media management. So if you join today, you can join us and you get access to the pricing bootcamp. And we have a training coming up. If you join today, you'll be able to get access to the training on how to sell premium services and how to position yourself as a premium brand. So we're going to be talking about the visual branding, your messaging, how to, how your website should look, what you should put on your social media. So if you want to join, it's just $59 a month. And I really highly recommend you join us there. It's a school community. We have a bunch of courses there. Oops, I'm going to show you real quick. Uh, Share screen. You can join us in the Growth Society, and you get access to all these trainings. We show you how to find clients, price your services. We have templates to run your business. We do monthly master classes. You can ask questions as well in between. So if you want the link, let me know in the chat if you want to join us, and I'll send that over. All right, what other questions do you guys have? All right, I put the link to join us in the chat. So if you want to join, sign up. We are going to be raising the price soon, so make sure you join now. It's month to month. You can cancel whenever you want. And we love for you to stay as long as you can get the value. And yeah, we love to have you. And let me just go here. All right, let's do some Q&A, some Q&A calls. All right, so that's the main thing. So I recommend, I know Kathy mentioned this. Yeah, I think you should always focus on a premium offer. This could be like $1,000, $2,000 per month. How do you stay up on the latest trends? Do you rely on blogs or books? I am constantly staying up on this because I have a marketing agency, and I have an agency where I manage different social media accounts, and I am constantly letting people know about updates inside the school community. So if you join us, I can help you with that. All right, so Nancy, yes, how to do different pricing packages for social media. Yeah, you can have different tiers of pricing. So you can have like level 1 is like, whatever price you decide that is. And then that includes a certain amount of posts that you put out for the clients and a certain amount of platforms. And then the more money they pay, you can have the next level, which is a higher price. You post more, you create more content. So just so you know, I do teach you how to do this inside of the Growth Society. So if you join the Growth Society, you will get access to all these. We have a whole pricing bootcamp, and I show you how to price. And it has all the different pricing. I show you how to do that. And I have a template for pricing, so you can display all your pricing here. This is one of my templates, for example. So you can join, and I give you all the pricing, and we have templates so you can show like how much to charge and stuff like that. You should definitely join us. I think you love it. So yeah, I show you how to do that. So one thing I want to say about pricing is a personal decision, and there's not a one size fits all. It's really about how much money do you want to make, what problem are you trying to solve, and what Like, how is your service different than everyone else? You have to differentiate yourself from the competition so that people see, okay, I'm paying Nancy $2,000 a month because I'm getting these things. And, there's a lot that goes into that. It's like your professionalism, you being reliable, you having a specific way that you create content for clients that will help their brand stand out. And so it's all those things that go into the way you price and your ability to convince potential clients to purchase at those price points. So, yeah, if you want to join us inside of school, I'd love to have you be a member. And I actually, if you join, you can submit questions every week, and I will help you come up with your pricing. So, if you need mentorship and guidance on that, we'd love to have you. It's just $59 a month, and it's month to month, so you can stay as long as you want, or you can cancel whenever you want. You're not locked in. And this is one of the most affordable ways I'm able to coach and mentor social media managers, marketers, agency owners, virtual assistants who want to grow their business. Um, this is a good question. How do you get over a family and friends who don't support you? You know what you do? You focus on you. That's what you do. You don't worry about that. And you should also surround yourself around other people so that you have support from other business owners and you don't get discouraged. That's why I created the Growth Society, so that you have a community of other people cheering you on, supporting you, and you don't feel like you're alone in your business journey. Because they don't support it, they don't. But you know what I notice happens a lot of times is once they see that you're doing well, they start to support you. That's what happened to me. At the beginning they're like, but then when they see that they saw I was making money, then they want to jump on. They wanted to participate, and they took it serious. So a lot of times, maybe family and friends, if they're not entrepreneurs, if they don't have a business, then, or if they don't have an online business, right? Then they don't believe it's real for themselves because they haven't seen it before. So one of the ways you do that is just going full force, just doing your business, and working on your mindset, and then being part of a community of other like-minded entrepreneurs can also really help you. So yes, prove them wrong, Nancy said in the chat. Yeah, this is all great. These are really good questions. All right, we'd love to have you in the Growth Society. If you join us, like I said, you can join the community and, join us here. It's monthly mentorship and support. We also have training. We have a bunch of courses on how to grow, how to get clients. We show you how to get clients in the Get Clients course. There's a bunch of module 1 is how to set up your business. So if you're just getting started, we show you how to structure it. We also show you which tools to use to manage your business. Offer design, how to create packages and price them. Pricing goes into pricing in detail with specific examples. Client onboarding, how to sell your services. So we go into a lot of detail there. All right. Yes, you can actually be a VA and also do social media management. In fact, Nancy, we have a lot of people in the Growth Society who are VAs, and they do social media and they do different services. So yeah, we'd love to have you in the program. All right. So I hope to see you inside of the Growth Society. If you want more coaching, you want access to all the templates that we have, courses, how to do it. We show you how to get clients, how to price. Join us inside of our membership. All right. Have a blessed day. Take care.